Hi everyone, Hayden here, just here to give a little bit of a review of this. It's the Mega Pi case, and it's done out in the same sort of shape as a Mega Drive. Just recently picked this up. As you can see, the box styling is really quite incredibly nice all by itself, and it's really to replace this rather boring sort of case that I have for my Pi computer. So let's have a look, see what's actually in here. This is really quite sort of bare bones kind of boxing in terms of the actual content in here. There is this very small sort of instruction manual that we have here. It tells you where you need to fit all of the pins on everything and how to actually put your Pi console within the box, and also where all of the screws will actually go on the console as well. And here is the actual article itself, and it does look absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, that is absolutely brilliant. Couple of USB ports all ready for connection. Obviously this is where the Pi console goes in as well. I believe that somewhere here this lifts up, and that's where you would actually fit in your very small SD card to go on there as well. So it looks absolutely great as an actual item. So let's just get that off. So these cases vary in cost, but what I do like about this is the fact that it actually controls the power output from this as a console when you actually are using it. So if you want to switch it off, you can properly switch it off. The only way to do it on these sort of boxes is to fit something externally, which is not really what I wanted to do. So let's just take, I mean, unfortunately these consoles are very easy to pull apart, and there is the Pi. So this is a Pi 3B Plus, if I remember rightly, on the model, but it even has a little flip up lid. I mean, it's not that it does anything, it's just very cosmetic, but nevertheless it is a really quite incredibly nice touch. So first off, let's just take the screws out. And then we have the insides. So we have a couple of connectors for the USB. Look at that, even inside there is actually there is no screws in there, so I wasn't actually disconnecting anything at all. Never mind about that. But lovely, beautiful little console inside there. So all that we need to do in that case then is, I believe that this fits on that way around, remember rightly. Yeah, there we go. So that will fit on there like so, and obviously you will screw it in place when you actually put the box back on. But there's a couple of things that we need to do first off. So it tells you on the instructions here, very easy to do. Wire will only obviously go on sort of one way. So as we have our Pi there, this is obviously the lead as it is, and that fits on like so. Quite tricky to actually get it lined up properly. Like that. We then pop that, well, sorry, before we pop that back, What we also need to do is just connect these two connections. You can actually put air cooling on here if you want to put on a little fan onto your thing as well. There is actually ventilation to let that out. I might do that at a later date, but basically I was just so excited to actually get this set up, I just thought I would put it together now. And then goes on the other way. Put that on there like that, get the screws out, and it even comes with its own little screwdriver, which is absolutely fantastic as well. And then just literally screw it together, so we'll pop the screws in. As you can see, tells you exactly where to put them all in anyway. Actually, oh yes, it does actually say to actually secure the console down, so maybe I'd better do that first off. Probably a good idea. We don't want it rattling around and being destroyed in any way, shape or form. So there's these two little screws here, so make sure that they're sort of lined up. One down, then the second small screw, like so. Being the right way around again. One, two, three. Sure there was more screws around. There we are. Four. Quite neat there, so you actually have the ability to plug in any other devices into there and keep them obscured. I do have somewhere around here, there we are, a Bluetooth receiver, so I should be able, if I get it in the right way around. Oh, and also there's your network connection in there as well, so they really have thought about everything in the design of this case. It's really quite impressive. Like so. Could have done with probably a little hole there just to get the LAN cable out or something, just a little. Oh, there we go. Well, there is actually one. You can take that off there somehow. It must poke out in some sort of way. Yeah, it does move. As you can see, there is a little cable, so they've even thought of that, which is absolutely mind-blowing that they've thought of that sort of level of detail. And then the final screw to go in. It's like so, and then I can pop that open and plug in, if I can actually see it, get it the right way around. It is a little bit fiddly. That does look slightly out of alignment. Let's see if... I missed the screw hole. That's why it didn't actually line up, so I don't know whether or not you can actually see just there, but that's not in. So if I take that screw out and I actually line it up the way it's supposed to be, I'm hoping everything should be absolutely fine. And there we are. And now when I put this case on, so it's all lined up just to show you it actually works. There is the memory card in place, which is brilliant. Okay, so here is the final actual console in situ. There's my TV, as you can see, and just turning it on, power's on. And straight into Retroflag Pi, which is the operating system that's installed on the machine. So, all works absolutely fantastic. That's just a small review of that case. Really quite impressed with it. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It feels really good quality as well. And of course, if you've got multiple of these things, you can stick them in there and they'll be alright until you actually need to use one. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the review. Thanks for coming. You can listen to our podcast at popculturegamers.podbean.com. We're also on iTunes and various different other systems. Also, if you want to support the channel and the podcast, then please follow our Patreon at Pop Culture Gamers. Thanks very much. Bye.